And also I mentioned a lighting award for Czech Republic. Janet Collin was unable to be here, but we would like to thank this city for their work in lighting. Also the Philips company donated lights to make this possible. They donated fully shielded lower wattage lights. So if there are any Philips representatives here, we'd like to thank them for making this award possible. Here's where we stand today with IDA Europe. This is statistics from our membership secretary. And you can see we have a few members, but certainly not very many. And it would be a lot better if we had, instead of 288 members, maybe 20 members. Those are the numbers that would begin to draw attention at the level we need. So I encourage all of you to help support IDA Europe, to support memberships, and to do everything you can to boost this number. Again, we still have the most members in Italy, followed by the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Belgium, and so forth. We like to support laws for quality lighting. In fact, in the States, we're working on something called the Model Ordinance. It's been taking us years because we're trying to fine-tune it so that it will work for most communities in the United States. It's turned out to be very difficult and a lot of negotiating. We've had lighting engineers, environmentalists, astronomers, everyone that you could think of that would be related to this, looking at this problem of how best to do a lighting ordinance. We're continuing to do that. In Europe, we need to do the same thing. We need some kind of guidance that could be used as a model for other communities. Sometimes the language differences are much, the cultural differences are much between countries, but there still has to be that way to communicate. And we hope IDA Europe will provide the tools to do that, to help us move forward in this area. Again, these are the basics with any lighting ordinance. You need to set levels. It can't be too bright. You don't want overkill. You need shielding. And by all means, curfews. Turn off the lights when you don't need them. Those are the basics. And when you do that, you improve the visibility, you improve safety and security, save energy, and protect the nighttime sky. Well, we've had a couple IDA Europe meetings, and again, these are some of the points that we've discussed in our meetings. We do need additional members. We're getting help with Friedel Paz, who's going to help as the IDA Europe liaison. I lived in Italy a few years ago, so it was easy for me to attend meetings in this area. But now I'm living in Arizona again, and I said, we need somebody in Europe who can be the European IDA representative. And Friedel is helping. Andre from Slovenia is helping a little bit, and all of our section leaders will be available to help too. So we appreciate all the work to make IDA Europe more successful. We have a Magnitude 6 email forum. This is for Europe in general, just general light pollution issues, but Friedel is also going to be announcing an IDA Europe email server for section leaders and people who want to become more active with IDA here. The IDA is going to be helping start the IDA Europe office with a budget of about 10,000 euros per year. We'll be taking Friedel's budget proposal back to Tucson, and I see no reason why it shouldn't be approved. This will be for things like for Friedel and others to travel to meetings that are important, or to support meetings, for printing and postage, to set up a bank account for us, and to do the other things to help us be more active in Europe. If you do a quick calculation, you'll discover that the 10,000 euros is far more than the money we receive from dues from Europe. But we believe that it is an important thing to do to get IDA Europe more active and to make better progress. This is the message that we can all sell, because you cannot argue against this. When I stand before a city council or a legislative committee, and I've spoken now before 6 state legislative sessions in the United States, before international parliaments, before city councils, literally dozens of times. When I say use only the right amount of light, when and where it's needed, and you benefit so much. Most people say, why didn't we think of this earlier? It's mostly lack of awareness. So if you can get across that step, that's the important thing to do. And by all means, be persistent. Because when you're talking, making a change like this, it doesn't happen overnight, usually. So, and of course, we always have lots of help available for everyone. Our website, feel free to download. There's hundreds of information sheets. There's presentations, images, satellite data, whatever you need to help get the message out. We're trying to keep it updated. We now have, thanks to the membership growth and the generosity of our members, we now have 12 employees working in Tucson, Arizona at the international headquarters. That means we can have a full-time webmaster, a full-time membership officer, financial officer, technical advisors that can go to meetings for us. And we aren't all doing this as part-time volunteers now. So it's very important that we've made this step forward, and I hope Europe can reach a point where you will have eventually an office with some employees and a significant budget to be able to influence people in Europe better. So, yes?
I'll ask a question.